So here to find the volume of a cylinder, you're going to use this formula right here, which is capital B times H. In this case, we use capital B to represent the area of the base. So here, this is a prism, and what we're looking for a base is two shapes that are parallel. So in this case, the circles are going to be the base of our cylinder. So here it's going to be the area of a, in this case, circle, and then we're going to multiply it by the height or the altitude. They mean the same thing. So here, in order to find the volume of a cylinder in terms of pi, I'm going to go ahead and just use the formula of volume equals area of a circle, because that is the shape of the base for this prism. And then we're going to multiply it by the height or altitude. They mean the same thing again. So here, the area of a circle, you're going to do pi radius squared times the height, which is going to be pi instead of radius. We're going to figure this out. Radius, again, is from the center to the edge of the circle, so that's going to be 5 squared, times the height, or again, the other word can be altitude. In this case, the height of the cylinder is 7. So I'm just going to simplify that. We have 5 squared, which is 25, so 25 times pi is 25 pi, times 7. Simplify this once more. 25 times 7 is, let's see, 175 pi. So you'll notice here they didn't give pi as part of our answer, so we're going to have to write the entire answer as 175 and then pi to represent the symbol for pi. And there you have it. So one thing, if you notice you're getting the answer wrong, you want to maybe check to see if you did include the words pi to represent pi. Another way of typing in pi is by clicking this yellow arrow right here and clicking on the actual symbol, and then make sure you click save. So that's another way of typing in your answer. So here's another shape of a cylinder. The only difference is now this cylinder is on its side, and we're given a diameter instead of a radius. In this case, we're still going to just use the same formula. We're going to take the area of the base, and again, the base in this case is a circle because they are parallel to each other, and there's only 2 of them. Then we're going to go ahead and multiply by the height. So I'm going to go ahead and write this as volume equals area of the base, which is a circle, so area of a circle, times the height. And again, we can use the word altitude. They mean the same thing. So area of a circle is pi r squared times the height. So here, if we're trying to figure this out for radius, we need to figure out what is the distance from the center to the edge of the circle. If the full length is 11, that would make half of it, the radius, 5.5. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it into my formula. So pi times 5 and 5/10 squared, or 5.5, times the height. So one thing you want to be very mindful is, normally we think of height as up and down measurement, but in this case, the cylinder, it's on its side, so the height would actually be 4 miles. So I'm going to go ahead and put 4. So if you want to, you can kind of redraw it in your notes to see that the height really is 4, okay, and not 11 miles. So here all I'm going to do is simplify what I have. 5 and 5/10 squared, let's see what that is. It's going to be 30 and 25/100 pi times 4. Simplify that once more, and you'd end up with 121 pi. So you can type that in your answer, 121 pi for pi, and there you have it. So again, just double check that you're making sure you're writing pi in your answer, because if you forget to, it will mark it wrong.